Welcome to another Love to RV, our 2026 travels, our April vlog number 12 of our RV travels as we get ready to leave Fredericksburg, Texas. On this gloomy, light, rainy day, my overall rating of this place was a 9 overall. Had a very small dog run. The bathhouses were definitely clean and 10. They were combo units. And yes, I would definitely stay here again. If you want to see more reviews, check out last week's video. And number 11, and get you better updates on this RV park. Fredericksburg RV Park, definitely a great little place. Only bad side is it had gravel and dirt, so I can imagine when it really rains, it's probably a little muddy out here. But overall, great little place. A great place to have all the garbages right when you exit the park. Good move on their part, and you have it all right there. As we get ready to head out, we decide just around the corner, literally, less than a quarter mile away, our friends were redoing this house. We thought we'd stop by and say, see you guys later. And they were doing work on the house, got to say goodbye, move on. Look, a fire station on the right-hand side. We got to see our friends before we left. That was great. And to say goodbye, and we'll hope to see them another time as we traveling the states. This is downtown Fredericksburg as we cruise down the main street as we head off on our adventure. Today is about a 300-mile drive to get into Van Horn, Texas. Yeah, Texas is a big state. Traveling through Texas is a long ways from one end to the other end. But we're kind of in the middle, working our way to El Paso eventually, and around to Casa Grande, Arizona eventually too, and back home. But yeah, the road was not a bad road. It's all 4 lanes, sometimes 2-way traffic also. This is still considered the hill country of Texas. And we get back on the interstate. Interstate 10, baby, heading west. Eventually we'll be heading home. We do stop at some truck stops, get a little break, get a little food. This is early, so this is like probably a bathroom break for all of us. Get the dog out, get us out, make sure everything's running A-OK. The tires are still around, the chains are still hooked up to the car, and yeah, hopefully the car is still back there also. But yeah, we stopped and had a little break here. This is a symbol out here. It's in Fort Stockton. Huge silhouette of the cowboys coming on in, probably the cavalry. Fort Stockton, Texas. We stop here. Yeah, see that little bug on my window there? Someone needs to clean that. And we stop here in Fort Stockton. Getting off the freeway here. There is a Lowe's Travel Center. This one's really convenient, right off the freeway, easy to get to. Of course, today there's no trucks there, it's even better. And hopefully some guy over here shortly start cleaning the window. Hey, I make an appearance. Yeah, I gotta clean this window. Make sure the camera's all cleaned up. The camera has good views out front. One thing about the Love's Travel Center, they do have the nice long window squeegees, cleaning. Usually they're pretty good. Of course, of this Fort Stockton's Travel Center, this is April 29th. $5.54 a gallon. We put 46 gallons of fuel in this puppy. And with our Open Roads card, we paid $2.33, savings of $30. What the pump says. So that's good. Take Trina to McDonald's for $30. Anyway, get the little savings there using the Open Road app. It's right now still only for diesel, but they said shortly maybe for gasoline. So stay tuned, the Open Road app. But in Fredericksburg, we stopped at this park to get a little bite to eat, walk the dog, threw the ball for the dog. Beautiful park, easy access for us. Of versus during the weekday. Not many people running around the park, so easy to move around with the RV. And heading out, Fort Stockton. Yeah, they have all the local little stores. They did have a big Walmart. Also right here downtown. And just about every little thing you need in this little town of Fort Stockton. It's in the middle of nowhere. And a couple hours later, we're in Van Horn, Texas. Looks familiar. Looks like it used to be a KOA at one time. But yeah. This is Van Horn, Texas. It's weird how you got all those empty spots out here. And they assign you a spot right next to another RV. Like, why can't they make it like every other spot? But yeah, we came in here and looked and realized we're right next to another RV and all these empty spaces. They like did every other spot, you think. They weren't busy. I think 4 or 5 more rigs came in later on. So anyway, this is Van Horn, Texas. We did have some pizza at this place downtown called the Hangout Grill. That was really good. Van Horn RV Park. The weather rock. If it's wet, it's raining. If it's sunny and it's hot, it's sunny. But anyways, our spot wasn't too bad of a place. Definitely long sites, dirt. We didn't use the facilities. One thing they did have was horse stables here. So if you're trailing a horse across country, they did have a place for you to let your horse out and spend the night. So the next day, we leave Van Horn. We head up a different direction. We're heading straight up northbound from Van Horn on Highway 54 to go north. So this kind of goes around El Paso. It's 30 miles longer, they say, but you go northbound on 54 here. You hit US 62. 62 eventually hits 375, and then eventually you'll hit Interstate 10 again, just outside north of El Paso. So you bypass all of El Paso and that surrounding area. This highway also 54 is where the Blue Orion, Jeff Bezos' Amazon spaceship, is located out in the middle of the desert. That's where most of the workers at that Van Horn RV Park worked. Anyway, this is US 62 now. We start heading westbound toward El Paso. And the road's a good road. Different direction for us. Some different scenery. Nothing fancy. Just good old mountain ranges and long two-way traffic roads. Did a nice little rest area here. Someone left their boots on the fence. I bet you they've been there for years. And we start heading down closer to El Paso here. You do go through a U.S. Army base, Fort Bliss. The highway goes right around it. In El Paso area, you got to climb this mountain range. It is north of El Paso. You're on 375. Start climbing. It goes around. There's supposed to be some beautiful parks up here, a waterfall. And of course, got some drizzly weather. What are we doing there? Down there is the city of El Paso and the border town of Juarez, Mexico. And we're in New Mexico's travel center. All the cacti, I guess. But this guy here, I definitely don't want to get next to him. It's like nice, beautiful flowers, but yo, don't touch that bad boy. And there's the sign of New Mexico. Not the best picture there, but sorry. But we made it. Now we're heading to New Mexico. Well, had to fill up this day also. Los Cruces, New Mexico Travel Center. Traveled 332 miles. 52 gallons this time. And again, $5.54 a gallon. The pump says it was $2.91, but with our open road app, we saved $23.35. So I paid $268. Still lots of money there, but if you're traveling, you gotta do what you gotta do. And we enjoy traveling with the RV. I know where my bed's at every night and my coffee in the morning. But yep, so another couple hours later, we are in Wilcox, Arizona, heading to a KOA. Hey look, another travel center. You might see that on the next video. But yeah, we are staying at this KOA. It's 3 o'clock-ish in the afternoon. And this KOA wasn't too bad of a spot. You are right next to the highway. Do have a little highway noise. Most of the people here in the back row, which you'll see shortly, are either people just staying the one night, driving in, driving out. That's the KOA. We're inside 37. And that's the KOA. Gravel, hard gravel packed lots. Swimming pool. It was cold. The hot tub was hot. If you wanted to do that, had a nice area to kind of kick back, relax. They had taco trucks that come in on the weekends. This is our site. Long 90-foot sites. Most people here in the back row were just 1 or 2 nights staying. This is the dog park. They give KOA. They always have great dog parks. Of course, this is for the country dog, Stump, and the city dog has the hydrant. So again, thanks for watching these videos. There's more exciting videos to come. So please subscribe, comment, and like, and love and hugs to all.